Okay, welcome back guys. We have a question from chapter 2 of the textbook Beer and Johnson, and we have two forces P and Q that are applying to the lid of a storage bin. We know that the P is 60 Newton and Q is 48, and we need to determine by trigonometry the magnitude and the resultant of these two forces. So first of all, let's consider this line as our horizontal. And before we start, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and share this content with your friend that might find this helpful. And let's get started. So we have the force Q here, which we know is 48 Newton. And if we want to find the angle with the horizontal, we have this angle, which is 55 plus 25 or 80 degrees. And we'll have the force P along the end of the first force or the force Q. So we have the 60 Newton force or P in here, and our resultant would be the force that connects the tail of the first vector to the head of the last vector. So this would be our R. And there are a couple of missing information in this question regarding the angles that we need to figure out. So let's start with the, let's consider a vertical line here. And let's see if we can figure out the angles. So if we want to find this angle, as I mentioned, this will be a right triangle over here. So we have 90 plus 80, which means this angle is 180 minus 80 minus 90 or 10 degrees. Let's call this angle inside gamma. Here we have alpha, and if we want to find this angle in here, so basically this angle is the angle of the force P with vertical line, which is here. And what we need to figure out over here is we have the total of here to here, which is basically 85 plus 25, which is, and if we subtract that by the right angle that we have in here, this one, we will get this angle. So this angle is simply 110 minus 90, which is 20 degrees. So over here we have also 20 degrees. Now we have information about the angles. Let's find the magnitude of R2 first. And like here, if you want to find the gamma, we simply have the 180, which is our vertical line, that we have minus 20 minus 10, which will be 150. So the angle gamma help us to use the law of cosine. And with law of cosines, we have R squared equals 2. We want to go with P and Q. We have P squared plus Q squared minus 2PQ. And we'll have the cosine of the angle between these two, which is gamma. So we're just going to substitute all the numbers that we have for the force and angle. So we have 60 squared plus Q, which was 48 squared plus minus 2, 60 times 48 times cosine of 150 degrees. And from here and from the law of cosine, we can simply find the magnitude of R, which is 104.37. So we have the answer for the first part of the question, which was finding the magnitude. And I'm just going to clean up after this. And we're going to go with the direction of the resultant. And for that, we're going to use the law of sines. So we're going to use the law of sines. And for that, we have R over sine of gamma, or 150, that we found equals to 60 divided by sine of alpha. And we already found R in the previous step, which was 104.37. 7. And from here we can find sine of alpha, which will be 0.287, and alpha will be sine reverse of 0.287, and this would give us 16.7 for alpha. So now we have alpha, and what we are interested is this angle, which we can call it phi, and phi simply would be 180 minus 80 minus alpha, which was 16.7, and this will be 83.3 degrees. And if we want to write down the final answer for R, we'll have 104.4 Newton, and the angle that we have was this angle that we called phi in the previous step, and it will be 83.3, and this will be the final answer, including the magnitude of the force and the direction. And that would be all for this question. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel and let me know if you have any specific question, then we can cover it in the next videos. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next one.